We haven't done a walk-in.
No.
It's because you're too tired to walk in. You've been playing so much tennis.
Yeah.
And you wanted to carry the clock.
Yeah, I wanted to hold the clock because it's nice and it's kind of old, and I like old style things.
Cool ring, by the way.
Thank you very much. It's a part of my collection.
I'm very impressed.
Yes.
Right, can I have the clock back, please?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to start the clock.
Okay. We're finished?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Countdown. 1. We're starting. You are actually very fashionable, aren't you? You studied fashion.
I did study fashion, and I think I'm fashionable. I try to be fashionable, but not too much.
What's your favourite ever outfit on the court? Because you've tried some pretty daring ones.
Well, I think my favorite is probably one of the people's favorite, which was the cat suit, which I thought was really fun. But recently, I have a wax figure, and we did my Nike outfit, which was like actually a jean skirt and these high boots, which was another one of my favorites. It was just super cool because no one's ever worn like high boots. It hasn't been a minute yet. You don't have to keep looking at the clock.
I'm nervous. There's so much to fit in.
Okay.
Do you love dressing up when you go out?
I do. If I go out in L.A. or New York or London or Paris, but if I'm just out in Florida, I really kind of chillax.
Which is chilling out and relaxing.
The first translation, yes.
Can we talk a little bit about tennis, please?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a greatest on-court moment?
Well, one of my best moments is probably doubles Olympic golds, and Venus and I goal is to do well at the London Olympics in 2012 or so.
I was going to say you've won 11 Grand Slams.
Mm-hmm.
How many more do you think you can win?
I never put a number on it because I don't want to put pressure on myself. I would love to catch up with Billie Jean King, who has 12, and she's an idol of mine.
Come on, you're going to do that.
You think? But I don't want to put pressure. I just want to just do one at a time.
Now, of course, you mentioned Venus.
Mm-hmm.
You're devoted to her.
Yeah.
You follow her around.
Yeah.
You do things that she does.
Yeah.
But you love to beat her.
Well, I love to win in general, and it doesn't really matter who I'm playing. And I talk about a lot in the book, Queen on the Court, how I have to play Venus a lot and growing up, and how the dynamics of that relationship of two siblings who are incredible tennis players and both champions at what we do.
Do you have any pre-match routines?
I always get my ankles taped. I always get my left one taped first.
That's superstitious?
Yeah, and I hate being superstitious because it has nothing to do with whether I'm going to get the ball over the net or not.
Tell me about the Post-it notes that you post yourself.
Well, they're matched, but like while I'm getting my ankles taped before my match, I just sit down and again relax and just try to write down some things that I can focus on during the match. And sometimes I just write just motivational things, and a lot of those motivational things are in the book.
Can you sleep before big matches?
I always have this reoccurring nightmare that it's like, for instance, I was at Wimbledon this year, and I dreamt that I was in L.A., and I couldn't get back in time for my match. And turns out Venus has that same dream, and it's just really weird. So I can usually sleep sometimes, but it's always on your mind.
We've got to talk religion.
Mm-hmm.
You are very religious.
Yes.
You're a Jehovah's Witness.
Yes.
Do you read the Bible every night?
I do read the Bible every day. Sometimes I get tired, though, and fall asleep at night and without reading it. But it's about getting in a routine and doing it every day.
And you want, when you can, to do some preaching.
Absolutely. That's what Jehovah's Witnesses try to do.
Have you ever been door to door?
I've been door to door a lot when I was younger and a little bit. But nowadays I do a lot of more informal witnessing because of my schedule. And I'm never really home enough to do a lot of door-to-door preaching work, although I will once I'm more at home.
Now, you're a really fun and very happy person, but you've had some sadness in your life as well. Can we talk about Tundi, your sister, who was killed in a drive-by shooting?
Well, that was a really hard time for my family because all my sisters are really, really, really close, and just really quickly she meant a lot to us, and she has 3 kids that we still live through, and we can see her in each of her kids, which is just amazing. And just again being spiritual, we have a hope of seeing her again.
And she was killed in 2003.
Yeah, it was 2003.
And after that, you had a pretty rough time.
Yeah, I had a really rough time after that. I didn't do so well in my career for a while, and people wrote me off, and I just went through a lot of stuff. I had major knee surgery, and it was just a tough time in my life, but, I think everyone can recover from things if you just stay positive.
Would you put a word on it? Would you call that time a breakdown?
I wouldn't call it a breakdown. I would call it more of a finding of oneself.
Let's get light again.
Mm-hmm.
How do you wind down?
Well, I love to read. I love to write, which is why I wrote the book.
You are a very good writer, I have to say.
Thank you so much. I love writing. I love going to the movies.
And what sort of music do you listen to? Do you listen to motivational music?
Not really. I'm a real Green Day fan. I listen to a lot of Green Day. I like a lot of hip hop. I listen to a little Beyonce, whatever's popular.
Oh, it hasn't gone off. The alarm has fell. Oh, it has. Thank goodness for that. I do want to quickly ask you to sing a little bit. Because you've been quite quiet during the interview.
Have I?
But you're very loud. You were laughing a lot earlier. And you could sing. A little bit of singing?
I'm not a good singer, though. I don't sing in front of the camera. I get really shy.
For a world number one, you are actually very down to earth.
I try to be.
Really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. I'm glad it was only 5 minutes and 6 seconds. Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a spark of golden sun.